Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It's Navadine here. If you're new, come one, come all. And if you're a long-time subscriber, you know me love you like cook food. So let's get into the video.
Personality, everything you do, to me love, everything about you. Your smile, your style, so fly.
Clearly you clicked on the video because you saw the title. I love my entire collection now. It's curated, but these are definitely the ones I reach for if I was going out on a date. Because what I wear for myself, I don't necessarily always think that a guy might like it on me. But these I think are safe. Unless he hates very sweet scents, then yeah. So the first one I'm gonna start off with is what I've been wearing a lot recently. And even though I've spoken about this on my channel before, I kind of put it down. It's been probably 3 weeks since I've actually started wearing it, and I've had this perfume for a while. I've been reaching for Belle by Jean Paul Gaultier. I've started to put a little dent in there now. I've been really loving it. I think when it's really cold, I sometimes can't smell it, even though I overspray it. This is so sweet. I think this is one of my sweetest scents in my collection. You know, it has pear in there, but it smells like pear stew. When you take like a pear crumble, and when you take that out of the oven and the stew is bubbling a little bit and it's still hot, but you get that sweet sappy smell, that's what this smells like to me. And I love this. I haven't really experienced it causing me a headache or causing me to feel nauseous, but I think it's borderline. That's how sweet it is to me. It's really sweet. I found that recently when it's gotten cooler, it has projected. When it was very cold and I wore it, I think around March or April, I don't remember, sometime between February and April when I first got it in 2020, I wore it one night and I oversprayed it and I didn't smell it on me by the time I got to my destination, which was only like half an hour away. But I found it does better in like the cooler summer weather, and now that it's getting back cold because obviously it's autumn, I've been reaching for this and I'm looking forward to keep wearing it throughout the rest of the season. I'm actually satisfied that I've started to put a dent in it because I almost sold it. I saw it on my shelf and I just kept thinking, yeah, I think I'm gonna sell that because I'm not wearing it, but thank God I didn't because I fell back in love with it. I'm not going to go like deep into notes or anything like that. This is just a video to show you my favorite sexy scents in my collection. I feel sexy wearing them. They perform well, they last long, they do the do. The next perfume that I'm going to mention is my trusty Belle Fleur. I've had this perfume, well, not this particular bottle, but I've been in and out of wearing this perfume since I was about 19 years old. 19? That's a lie, sorry. I was 20. I was 20. This is so sexy to me. I think the notes say that it has coconut, but I don't really pick up coconut, I pick up patchouli. And if you don't know what patchouli smells like, because I know sometimes people find it hard to follow us fragrance reviewers about the notes, but if you don't like patchouli, smell this perfume. This perfume is the reason why I haven't bought Angel Muse, because Angel Muse also gives me that kind of patchouli that is in this one. It smells earthy and like soil. It really smells like you are inhaling something from the dirt. And I know that sounds bad, but it smells sexy to me. For me, this smells similar because the patchouli is so strong in both fragrances, except that that one obviously has like hazelnut in there. And this definitely is an all year round fragrance for me, but I feel this projects and performs so well in the winter time. This is loud in the winter time. This used to be my signature scent because I used to probably buy 2 to 3 perfumes max at a time. Sorry, I just actually want to sniff it because I haven't worn it recently, but I love this, and this would be one of my go-tos. Don't sleep on the Rihanna perfumes. All the ones that look like this in this bottle, the one in the red bottle, I've got it somewhere in my room, but it's not my sexy scent, that's why I didn't bring it. And then you've got the nude one. All of them smell really nice. They project and they last very long. The next perfume that I've been wearing a lot and which I love is Scandal. Fell in love with it and then I had put it down for some time. This is a honey bomb. Very sweet. You know that same sappy vibe, that same syrupy vibe that this perfume has, that I say it smells like stew? This actually smells like thick, syrupy, sticky honey. Very sweet. And I think this has, yeah, they both have vetiver in the base. It grounds it. It really gives it depth, in my opinion. It doesn't smell like just sweet. It gives it some kind of body. This is my go-to, and this lasts as well. I wouldn't say that this is a beast, but I definitely think that you can get sillage from it. Sillage is a scent trail, guys. If I finished this and I didn't repurchase it, I definitely would miss it. But I know that I'm probably gonna purchase other perfumes before I repurchase the same ones, unless I'm dying for it. So the next one is Valentino Voce Viva. That's this one here. Don't you think the bottle looks luxe? I just got gifted this, so I haven't put a dent in it or anything. This is a beautiful sweet fragrance. This is the intense version though. The original has red and not burgundy, but it will say it on the box anyway. Intensa, yeah. This is what I wanted Valentino Born in Roma to smell like, but Born in Roma was leaning woody and the sweetness was like a dark sweetness, because I think it's blackcurrant that's in the top, right? It's not bright fruits. But with this one, let me look up the notes. So yeah, so this has brighter fruits in the top. It has the mandarin orange and it has bergamot, but I don't pick that up. I thought it had something fruity in there, like a berry or something like that, but that sweetness is definitely coming from the orange blossom in there and bourbon vanilla. And I mixed this with Born in Roma because I love the woodiness and the depth in that. This one isn't woody, but that one is very much so woody. So I would say that is a sexy scent, but it's not in my list because I don't feel it projects on me. And if it's not gonna project, it's not my first option that I would reach for going out on a date. I want him to smell me, but I haven't tried this out enough, so I don't know how long it lasts. I'm just telling you that this is one of my sexy reaches. This is what I would reach for when I'm feeling sexy, and I would wear this by itself or with Valentino Born in Roma. Whereas Born in Roma, I won't really wear it by itself. The next perfume that I have, I couldn't leave out Sweet Diamond Pink Pepper. This is just one of my favorites at the moment. Spicy, powdery, sweet, rosy perfume. This is one of them that I smell on myself when I wear it as well. I definitely like it when the weather is cooler, but I would wear this all year round. This is a sexy perfume. And I have received compliments from this as well. When you smell it, you would know what I mean when I say it smells spicy. It almost has that vibe as though cinnamon were in there. We know it's not cinnamon because cinnamon is very distinct. You can know cinnamon when you smell it, but it has that same quality. How cinnamon smells to your nose and you know it's a spice, and how nutmeg smells to your nose. That's how this smells with pink pepper as its spice. So imagine like how black pepper and all that smells, but this one is a sweeter pepper, if that makes sense. Because I'm trying to say it in a way that our everyday wearers can understand. This is sexy. If you had never tried this, this is my girl. This is feminine without it being too playful, too girly. All of these fragrances that I have there, they're not your playful, girly, daytime scents. These are scents that I would wear in the night on a date. And I don't feel like it has any age group. They're not tune grown. Some fragrances can smell a bit mature. They're not tune grown. These are just right there for women of all ages. I'll definitely be wearing this even as an older woman to remind me of my younger, exciting days. Now, last but not least is my baby that I could not leave out. And if you know, you know. Delina Exclusive. This perfume is my favorite perfume of all time. I love Elixir, but that's very different. That's a different vibe. And Elixir is not girly. It's a sexy fragrance, but this is sexy and girly. It's powdery, it's feminine. The same way that this has that powdery, spicy vibe is the same way that this has. It projects, it's loud. This is louder than its counterpart. The original doesn't last that long on me. I feel like it's very sexy and everything, but for daytime. This is my nighttime sexy fragrances, and men love this. I've worn this before, and a guy said to me, "What are you wearing? What perfume are you wearing?" I laughed it off, and I continued to go to the checkout, and then he asked me again, and he said, then he made a joke and said, "Is it called Come and Get Me?" Weak chat up line, but and this, someone definitely will remember you by this. This smells so good. I have said that it smells like Turkish delight, with the dusting on top of it. I could close my eyes and blindly pick this fragrance up to wear on any date, any event. I'm not sure if this performs so well in the heat, to be very honest. Even though I wear it in the summertime, I do feel like when it's cold, it like envelops you. You smell it, it lasts for days. Sometimes I wear it in my car, and when I come out of the car and I go back in it for 2 weeks, I've smelled this fragrance in it, and I'm like, did I have it in my hair? Is it on the seat? And obviously it was on my clothes, so obviously I'm in the car resting on the seat. It lasts. This would be my signature scent. If anything was to be my signature scent, this would be it. Gives me all the sex appeal that I need. I feel like if I was supposed to describe myself, it would be this or this. I love this spicy fragrance, and maybe because I have like such a soft spot for Rihanna. But no, this fragrance smells good, and I feel like this embodies me. These two definitely would be my signature scent. This obviously was my signature scent at one point. I was not so into very, very sweet fragrances at the time, so that's why I would lean towards something like this. And I'm a bit sassy, so I like a little bit of spice. I was wearing this the other day. As I said that, I just remembered I was wearing this the other day. My aunt was like, no man, what you have on? So I said, oh, I'm wearing Delina Exclusive. She said, yeah man, when may I go back up, leave it for me so I can wear it around my husband. And I was just like, yeah, no, this perfume costs 215 pounds. So I'm gonna leave this, give nobody. But as this finished, a matter of fact, before it even finished, I try and see where this is at now. I would buy it from my seat going down. Okay, not bad. I'm not halfway through yet, but I'm a quarter of the way through. There was something else I was gonna say about it. Oh, that this fragrance stays linear. So exactly what, I think that's the same for all of them. All of these fragrances, what you smell when you spray it on your skin or spray it in the air is how it stays throughout its life. Because you know there are some fragrances that they change. So whatever you initially smell, it might change on your skin and it won't smell like that. This fragrance stays the same. All of them stay the same. That's what I love. Because if you've fallen in love with a fragrance, you almost want it to smell like that throughout wearing it. But a lot of fragrances change, and some people enjoy the beginning or the end. All these stay the same. So what you see is what you get, or what you smell is what you get. Love this, love this. Before it even finished, from it reached quarter of the way down, I would buy another bottle, because it's not going to finish on me. I wouldn't want it to run out on me. And if you ever wanted to gift me a fragrance, you can gift me this or Baccarat. I want to mention Baccarat as well, actually. I have the original, and if I had the extrait version, I would say that that would be a part of one of my sexy fragrances that I would reach for. I just haven't bought it yet because it's £300, guys. But I really am thinking to get it for Christmas. Wish me luck, because there's so many things that I want for Christmas. But I love Baccarat, I love the DNA, but I found that I've been smelling that DNA a lot. Every time I go out, I feel as though someone's wearing it, and they're not necessarily wearing it, because I've asked people many times and they're not. They're wearing an inspiration to it. I don't mind people wearing it and stuff. I like it, but I've always loved the extrait version more. And initially I was going to return the gift and add money on it, because I got it as a gift, and add money on it and get the extrait version, but I didn't, because I love that version as well. I wear the Baccarat version in the day and the extrait version in the night. The almond in there, it still has an airy quality to it, but it's sweet enough, but it's not as sweet as like cherries. I know people say almond and cherries smell similar, but almond I guess have a bit more powderiness to it. Cherry is much more potent to me. Almond, it's a nut, so it's nutty, it's different, so it's sweet like a cherry, but it's nutty, so it has a whole different take on a fragrance. But I love that version, and that would be in this video as my top sexy date night fragrances that I could reach for any of these. I don't have to think about what I'm wearing, I don't have to think about where I'm going, but that's my fragrance. These are my fragrances that I wear when I want to feel very sexy and be appealing to the opposite sex. Well, that was it, guys. I hope you liked this video, and I hope you watch my other videos, and I'll see you in my next video. Take care. Bye.